Hi everyone, my name's Nina Rocca, registered dietitian, and today I'm going to take a minute to talk to you about the application MyFitnessPal. MyFitnessPal is accessible through a webpage or an app on smart devices. Once you create a username and login, you can use either, so I'll start with reviewing the website. When you first log in, you see the home page, the menu options, and your calorie goal for the day. You can log into your food and exercise journal directly or use the main menu. There's also a newsfeed at the bottom that you don't see here, and that shows the activity of you and your friends depending on your settings. As you can see, there's also several advertisements. So I've clicked on Goals on the menu. Goals are determined based on your height, weight, age, sex, and exercise level that's added into your profile when you first create it. Goals are determined automatically unless you choose to enter them manually under the edit features. However, some of these edits are not allowed in the free version, so when you go to click on it, it may prompt you to upgrade the account. The check-in feature gives you the ability to update your daily or weekly weights and measurements. This is a useful tool when you're trying to establish goals and track your progress. So that's under the menu, Check-in. So there's also a mail category, and this feature allows you to send emails to other users or friends. You can connect it to your personal email and link it that way so you get the updates if you get a message or get contacted, and that's all under your settings in your profile. When you click on Profile under the main menu, it will automatically bring you to the Community page. Here you'll be able to see progress if you're tracking it, blogs, friends, and other user updates. The profile section is filled out when you first register for MyFitnessPal account. It's optional to share details about your interests, inspirations, and also add a picture. Again, these are optional, so as you can see, I did not fill this out entirely. Friends and other users are able to view this information as well, depending on your settings. So if you make the profile available for your friends or to public, you'll be able to see this information. So let's say you click on a friend's profile. You'll see their information and possibly even a food log. So this is where you'd be able to click on the food log and view their progress if they make it accessible to their friends or the public. You'll also see a news feed that you can write in. There's an option there as well, and that populates for viewers. As discussed, it's also part of the homepage. When you click My Blog under the menu options, it will take you to another web page where you can create an external blog. I didn't use this feature or investigate further to see if it links up with other web pages or social media. There's also a blog tag in the main menu that will take you to an external MyFitnessPal blog, and this connects you with other companies and users. I've heard it's a good way to connect with the community and may help with accountability, so it's up to you and how you want to use the application. If you click on Friends, here you can view all of your friends, the last date they logged in, and you can also see links that take you to Facebook or email where you can invite other friends to join MyFitnessPal. Since I mainly use this app to trial the food diary section, I'm going to go ahead and show you that area. The diary allows you to track meals for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and additional snacks throughout the day. As you can see here, it shows you all the food items that have been logged for each meal. You can also see where you can add additional items or access the quick tools such as recipes or frequently logged foods. The macronutrient summary for each meal and snacks are shown to the user at the bottom. It shows the totals, the user goals, and the difference. The bottom part of the diary allows you to record how much water you consumed for the day, and you can also record other footnotes such as, if you had any challenges or barriers or anything else that happened throughout the day that may have affected your food journal or your entries. A useful feature here is if you're working with a client or a friend and you want to print out their food journal, you'd go to their profile, access their food journal, and view or print the PDF version. When you want to add a new food item to meals or snacks, you click the Add Food option. That will bring you to the database area. Here you can search a food by name, and the item will pop up. If the item comes up with a green check, that means that it's considered complete. However, it's not clear where the nutrient data comes from. If you're to click on the green check next to the food item, a description opens up on another page. This tells the user that the nutrition information is complete for that item. However, it's unclear if the data is completed via the USDA database, corrected by a team of professionals, or other. This means that anyone can create new items, use their own nutrient analysis, which could lead to human error or inaccurate data for a food item. My Foods is a feature that allows a user to upload their own food items. When you click on My Foods, the list of foods that you've created shows up. Food items are created under New Recipes. This list is available when you go to log into your food diary. There is an option that allows you to either keep these items private or make them public for other users and friends to see. However, as we discussed, it may be unclear if the nutrition information for these items are accurate. Similar to My Foods, there is an area for My Meals. This is slightly different because here you can create meals based off items that you've frequently eaten. So you combine the items under one meal title. This meal title will then be available to upload in your food diary. So this is a useful tool for those who consume the same meals throughout their week. It will total all the nutrients for that one meal and add it to your journal. I will briefly show you the recipe area. Here you can either import a recipe link from a website or make your own custom recipe. Here you'll see the name of your recipe, and you'll go through and add each item in the correct portion of the ingredients via the MyFitnessPal database. From there you can choose if you want to add it to the database or keep your recipe private. Here's another example of where the nutrition information may be unclear or inaccurate depending on what data was inputted. The exercise portion of the tool is much simpler to input data. You can choose to add a cardio workout or a strength training workout. Strength training workouts are the only ones that you can customize. You can go in and add each activity in the amounts that you do and the weights that you use. There's also an area where you can input notes and options, and again, create a PDF file if you needed to print the information. The reports area is a useful feature where you can print reports about your progress towards goals. This includes weight and measurement changes, nutrition intake trends, a fitness report that shows your calories burned and minutes of exercise completed. This could be a useful tool for accountability or to show someone their achievements. Now we will transition to the smart device application features. When you open up the app, there's a menu button you can click, and from here you can choose to post a status update, log your water intake, record in your food journal, record exercise, or enter your weight. These functions are similar to the website functions except a simpler format. Clicking the food icon will take you to another screen where you can then enter food into your diary. A menu will pop up where you choose the meal you want to enter in. So let's take a look at entering a breakfast. So here you will see the area where you're going to add a specific food item. You can either search for the food item through the database, or you can click on an option of recent and frequent foods that you have chosen. These could be foods that you chose in other meals or maybe frequently for this meal. And you can go ahead and click on that item if you wanted to add it to the current meal that you're inputting for. To edit the amount of food you're consuming, you can easily click on it and change the portion size of what you want to consume for that meal. Next, you will see the option to choose items from either My Foods or Meals. As we previously discussed, the list of food items created in recipes will appear under My Foods, and as meals that have been created will show under My Meals or Meals. As you can see, I've created a meal called Eggs and Vegetables and No Sugar Added Oats. These meals would include items I would typically choose for that breakfast. The option to create recipes is also here under the food area, which you can see. Once the recipe is complete, it will appear in your food items that can then be chosen and added to meals and snacks. There are two other key features I'd like to point out that are only accessible via the app. You'll see the two icons at the top. One is a GPS symbol and the other is a barcode symbol. I believe you need to be connected to Wi-Fi to use them and allow the app to use your location. The GPS will allow you to find restaurants in the area, and the barcode scanner will allow you to scan items that you want to upload to your meals. The barcode scanner is one of my favorite features of all the nutrition apps. If you have a food label, you simply scan the food item and it will populate all the nutrition data from the database and the food label on that specific item. This is one of the most accurate ways I believe someone could record their food intake. All the information will be based on that food label. Then you can choose the amount you consume and add it to your diary. Finally, once you've added all the items to the specific meal, in this case breakfast, you'll see all the items listed. The amount of calories for the meal will always be at the top, and it will show you your total throughout the day. To see the nutrition for each meal, you could click on it, or you can see it for the entire day if you scroll to the bottom and look and see the nutrition facts. When you click on nutrition, you'll see that a chart will be generated, and this shows you the percent of macronutrients consumed throughout the day. This is another useful tool when you have specific goals that are set. Otherwise, it may be very confusing for consumers if they're unsure of what the data is telling them. Overall, I've come up with a few pros and cons, including benefits and challenges that I've come across while using the app for the past 2 weeks. It may be a good tool for recording food item intake, accountability, and sharing information with friends. It may not be the best tool for finding out exact nutrient content of a food item or for estimating daily caloric needs. For the future, I believe this app can work on where it gets its nutrition data from, possibly having a professional review the app and the data it contains. I can see how this may not be realistic, however, given the multiple food items that have been added by users. However, other apps have done it, so maybe MyFitnessPal can too. Therefore, it's up to the user to seek professional advice if they'd like to confirm the accuracy of the data found in MyFitnessPal. In summary, this app helped me stay accountable in tracking my food intake. It gave me a good idea of the foods I was eating in comparison to my daily needs. I found the target audience to be younger to older adults who are interested in health, weight management, and exercise. This was considering the advertisements and the community discussions. I find it interesting how the name of the app is MyFitnessPal, but the highlight of the app and the majority of its features are for food recording. I believe it would help with weight management and weight loss if used correctly, and if the user understands the information that's provided. I would recommend this app to a friend or a client, but I'd remind them not to completely rely on the data provided, given it doesn't really have any professional feedback. Thank you for watching, and I hope this review better helped you understand MyFitnessPal. Have a great day!